So welcome back, my fellow Autonauts. As you can see, I have been busy building up as many catapults as possible. I want to put these to good use here in as many ways as I can find. The first thing that I want to take care of here, which might be the only possible thing that I can do in any reasonable amount of time, considering what I'm about to try here, is to upgrade all of my bots here from their stone tools to the new metal tools I have just unlocked. So that's the crude metal axe, the spade, pick, and all of that good stuff right here. Get rid of the stones, replace it with metal. My hope is that we will be able to deliver all the materials that we need to a workstation, via catapult, of course, build it, and then deliver it back to the town here where we have all of this production going on via catapult. I almost envision this thing where we have different manufacturing facilities. You know, a bit like this, but bigger. And then when we're complete with all of our manufacturing stuff, and maybe we have a sensor that's set up much like what we've done over here with this, where we detect that, hey, there's nothing there, so we should probably launch up another bale. Just like that, we're going to launch up another spade or an axe or whatever, just chuck it at my base. And if it works for all of our tools, then I could probably replace everything else with it too. Yet there are still some things here that almost don't make sense to do that with. And that's going to be things like the lumber here. There's just vast quantities of that stuff that I go through. And as we can see here, the catapult really doesn't throw stuff all that fast. I mean, it takes this whole time just to move one object from here to there. Of course, the answer to that problem is more catapults. Now, I've let this game run for several hours now, and it's been working perfectly, like a dream, nice and smooth. I haven't had to touch it, it's just been chilling in the background, and I've unlocked all of the technology here up through all of Tier 4. Now, so that means things like the lumber technology, the farming technology, like sheep and better livestock stuff. You know, to be honest, I really don't care about any of it. I only care about level 5, which is power technology. So, I'm now at the point where that's the only thing I have left to research. I just need to upgrade my workstations here and we're good to go. To do that, as you can see in the bottom right, I need a couple of shaped stone blocks. So we're going to go ahead and throw those on there. I've been dismantling all the mountains one chunk at a time here. And that was mostly in an effort to make as many catapults as possible. At this point, I'm almost like a mountain to catapult ratio. It's like, okay, that much mountain equals this much catapult. Something like that. Anyhow, there we go. Boom. All right, let's go ahead and tune this up. Ooh, that was one. Need a few more. And, ooh, fancy. Tier 5. Let's try this one. Okay, so now I have a Tier 5 station here. What does it take? Oh, it just takes coal. That's easy. I have that on hand, but it is... That's 1 million research. Oh my. Let's grab a little bit of coal, shove it in the machine here, and we'll get this thing started. I do have a good amount of research lined up here, but I don't think I have a million's worth. Alright, so that's going to be running for the next 30 hours. So, my next goal here is to upgrade my tools. This is going to be difficult. The thing is, I'm hoping that just like what we did with the buckets back over here, where we actually kicked out the old buckets and replaced them with the new buckets, and the bots were able to figure out that swap. I'm hoping that's going to be the same thing that happens here with these tools. So a lot of these robots that are building a lot of these things and, you know, that are being used, honestly, they don't really need to exist anymore. There's going to be a lot of robots replaced here. But the main thing that I want to see here is that the robots can pick up the new tools and use them in place of the old tools. Because if they can't do that, I'm going to break like 300 robots and it's going to be absolutely horrible. However, just building those tools and throwing them in a box, that would be boring. We need to deliver it by catapult. Now, it's not just a matter of upgrading this workbench here. No. Metal tools require a metal workstation, so that means we have to supply power and everything to it. Luckily, we have power stations all over the place. That's all of these windmills that I've kind of placed around for decoration. I now have a good use for them. Oh my gosh, did they add fog to this game? No? It's hard enough to see already, man, with all this snow. It's a little much. A little much here. Alright, so I need to set up 6 crude metal stations. How many of these do I have? I only have 3 thus far. Alright, so that's going to take a ton of flooring just to build up that workstation there. Alright, so we're going to build a lot more of that. I already thought I had a bunch of flooring, but I guess I don't have enough. Alright, so let me go ahead and collect some of my windmills here, because we're going to put those to good use. Here we go. Yes. I want you to be right down here. So I guess how these work is that they have this little sort of buffer that they have a certain amount of energy, and that gets driven into the machine when it gets used. So there is a reason to have more than one of these hooked up. Now, do they need to be facing away to get the power there? Because that would be kind of annoying. I'd like them to look this way, because it looks right when it's in this orientation. Belt linkage. Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm going to need a couple more crude metal stations here, so we're building that up, trying to get this over here. I think what I'm going to do here with the windmills is I like them when they're facing this way, so they're going to face this way, and then I'll run the power kind of behind it like this, and plug it into our manufacturing facility down here. Alright, so that's the core of my manufacturing line, but now we really need some shipping and receiving. This is where the catapults are going to start to come in. Yes. So let's say shipping is right down here, and then receiving, maybe that's right up in this spot. So there we have it. That's kind of a landing pad for the material that's going to be chucked into this area. But then we need our inventory. So that's going to be all of this right down here. Well, actually, what does it take to make a crude metal workstation? All right, let me wall this in real quick here just to kind of see what it's going to take to make some of this stuff here. But now we need power. It's not a problem. I've got plenty of power. Power station is right out back. Okay, let's see if I can move this whole thing to the left just a little bit here. Yeah, that does not want to move. What about just this stuff? Ah, come on now. I'm standing in the way. Move me. All right, that's a little bit closer. I was actually out of range for the catapult. Like, it could not reach all the way over here. And that's kind of, I think, the spot where I want to ship a bunch of stuff to. Kind of like these gnomes are flying back and forth. They can only go so far. Hey, do I have some more belts? Yes, I do. So now let's take those and see if we can get some power to this stuff. All right, I want a bunch more stone wall for this. So let's go ahead and try to build all that up. Come on, bots. There you go. All right, so what do we need for a crude metal workstation? What does it take to run this thing? So I'm already making poles, I'm already making plates, which maybe building them over here is the right idea, but they're already in place. For right now, we've got the spade. What does that take? Just a pole and metal. Okay, is that the same thing for all of these? Okay, so wow, they all take the exact same ingredients. Well, that's gonna be easy. Never mind. Just when I say that. All right, so in order to run this stuff, we really only need a couple of ingredients. So that's the metal and poles. Those are the only things that I really need to run this whole facility. There is some mallets down here, so I guess I need one of those too. So this is going to be my receiving yard. So where all the raw ingredients come in. I'll put a little stone door right there, and we'll replace this with nice little walls. So instead of that, or these disgusting log walls, ew, we're gonna give them nice dry stone walls. All right, so now, product out, we're going to have a total of 6 here, possibly a couple more if I do the rods and everything. So let's try to line those up. Ideally, we don't need a whole lot of storage here, just need enough to kind of take up any sort of buffer here. So that should go like this. If I want more, I can throw more in there, but I think that's it. All right, so when I need to go and ship some of this stuff, these are my docks over here, essentially big old catapults. And that is going to launch those away, hopefully. Looks like I need a few more of these road tiles here. There you go. Now, ideally, my hope here is that I can use any of these catapults. I don't really need to just use one of them for each product. Should be able to set it up to where we can either, use one or the other, and they all kind of launch to a similar spot. That's kind of my hope. We'll see if it works. There's a door, there's a door, there's a door. Excellent. Let's see if I can bump all of this back 2 spots. Oh, wow, it worked. All right, so that way if I need to expand this up, I'm not interfering with my mining operation up here. Alright, so in order to automate this thing, I'm going to need a lot of robots. So, let's see here. Is it possible to launch a giant stack of robots from one spot to the other? Alright, so here's my bots. We're gonna try to do this number here. Pick one, bring it to the next. There we go. Alright, so there we have it. What is that, like 10 bots or something? What happens if we put this on the catapult? Yes, there goes a giant stack of robots. I love it. Clearly, we're gonna have to set up a couple of those. Okay, so what I need over here is a bunch of crude metal. And then I also need poles. So, I've got one catapult right here. We can go ahead and name that guy. Right over there. And if we pick up crude metal and throw it into this machine, there it goes. It now flies from one spot to the other. That's pretty good. I'd say the only thing is that it really doesn't make sense to make it down here and then bring it right up here with my ores right next door. So, probably should just build up another one of these. Okay, so there's my furnace. We're gonna go ahead and slap that right over here. There we go. So that will go ahead and make the metal for me. And we're gonna take the fuel and we're just actually gonna throw the fuel from here over there. So I'm not gonna worry about the metal station here. Okay, so that's gonna be crude metal. Because the metal ore, I could just pick it up and put it right in there. That makes, it's real nice. All right, why are my bots broken? Arrgh! I hate this spot down here. I have tried to fix this thing so many times, but ever since I swapped from one bot to the other, there's been some sort of lingering problem in here somewhere. And now I can't make bots again. Aha! I found the problem. This team, I thought I had paused it. Oh my gosh, how many crude carts do we have down here? Oh no. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I don't know. I'm over like 13. This is 14, 15. Oh my gosh. I think I might have like 100 carts here. Well, that would explain why I don't have any wheels. Oh, there we go. It's like 20. We've got plenty of crude carts. We're good to go. It's kind of cool you can stack these on top of each other. Meow. Okay, so there's a bot over here that's going to be throwing fuel at my machines over here. Essentially, what this bot is going to do is it's going to continue to do this until there's nothing in this area. Or at least until there isn't charcoal there. How's that work? How's my other bot set up? Oh no. Okay, so yeah, this is what this little robot is doing. It's looking for fuel that'll be in this area here. And if it doesn't find it, it will then move to this charcoal storage, pick it up, and throw it. Otherwise, it just sits here and waits. All right, so you can see that there's charcoal in this area right now. Now there isn't, so what he's going to do is run on over here, pick up some charcoal, and chuck it over there. Haha, nice. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna put some charcoal in the storage. And just like that, I've got some more charcoal, put it in there, realizes, hey, it's gone. Let me go ahead and do it real quick. Picks it up, comes back over here, I should put a gate in there. And shoom, there goes some more fuel. Nice. Why did it launch 2? Oh, because it was still airborne. Interesting. Okay, that'll be weird. I can see that going wrong really quick. All right, my next bot here is going to be inventory receiving, right? So you guys are going to receive this and put it in there like that. That's going to be one of the things you do. You're also going to look for this, and you're going to put it in there. And I think we need one more thing, right? Poles. We need some poles. Oh, darn it. Oh, that's gross. Poles can't be stored in a box. That's right. So we got to get rid of that. And we have to do... And then we have to do one of these. We have to put it in a pallet. Okay, Mr. Inventory, let's try this again. You can go into there. Okay. You can go into there. And then hopefully we have some of this over here. And I don't know if we're going to have metal over here or not. But if we do, we'll pick it up there. And we'll put it in here. So essentially this robot here just picks up any loose materials like coal, poles, or if we have some crude metal, and then we'll put it back into the boxes. So not only will it clean up after us if we drop stuff on the ground, but it automatically receives anything that falls in this area. Ha! That makes it pretty easy to get stuff over here. Does that not fit? This would be better if it was this way. So, I think I have a tool over here, then I can move this bush. Do I have a shovel? Has anybody seen my shovel? What was that? You can just make a shovel. Oh, you're right. I could just make a shovel. A fancy shovel. There you go. There's one. And there's another. All right, let's see how this shovel works. You know, honestly, that doesn't feel any faster than the last one. I guess it's just more durable. Maybe that's it. Okay, so the next guy, I'm just going to call that inventory internal. Because all you're doing, because you're handling inventory internal, I guess. There you go. Sure, why not? I don't know the proper term for that one, I guess. All right, so essentially that's going to look in this area for a shovel, and you're then going to put it in to the necessary location. And as you can imagine, it's essentially going to work the exact same way as this guy. It's going to work for all 3 locations. Oh, you know what? Inventory receiving has a problem. Doesn't have a way to drop everything. Ah, hold up. Because right now you can end up getting stuck just like this. Holding stuff, nowhere to put it. You need a better brain. So come on up here. Matter of fact, I think all these bots need a better brain. Come to me. Okay, Mr. Inventory Dude. I don't need you to do all this stuff, but I do need you to learn how to drop stuff. See, now here's where I would like to be able to just copy and paste the same command a bunch of times. That would make things so much easier. But, nope. Kinda gotta do the weird thing. I guess I can put drop all at the back, so that's fine. There you go. So, first thing everybody's going to learn here is how to drop stuff. Okay, there you go. Training course 1 complete. How to drop. Okay, your job is pretty simple here, bud. You're gonna take a pole and you're gonna throw it over here. You know, this bot continues to throw more and more coal over here. Excuse me? Do you not realize that there's already coal there, man? Okay, apparently I gotta get this code figured out a little bit better. Because right now, this dude's just chucking coal. What are you doing, man? How is that any different than this bot over here? Who seems to be continuously confused about this catapult. Ugh. Alright, I guess this is one of those things where I'm going to have to do until thingamabob is full. I really didn't want to do that. Oh well. There you go. Until cold storage is full. In a quest to find something a little bit more unique, what I'm going to try here is I'm going to try to do this until question mark is full. So that's going to be the pole storage over here. So it'll pick up its hands until it's full. Come on over here and try to then unload onto the catapult until its hands are empty. Or until it's full. Maybe. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so that is until your hands are full. Real good. So now you have lots of them. There goes one. Then it resets. There goes another. Okay, so that might work. We'll see here. Let's see. What's this guy doing for inventory? Why are the poles ending up there? Okay, well that's not working. Until question mark is full. Okay. Until question mark is full. Okay, there we go. So now we're picking up the poles and we're sorting them. Okay. Good deal. It does seem like this robot over here outpaces the one that's throwing stuff to him, so that's a good sign. Although it has to deal with like 3 streams of inventory flying at it. Until pole storage is full. It's at 24 of 25. Okay, so it is stopped. And what about the other robot over here? Yeah, it stopped as well. Okay, cool. Alright, so I set up a third robot here to throw some metal over here so that maybe we can pick that up as well. But then again, we are going to do a lot of this up here, so I don't think that'll be needed. If anything, it should probably work in reverse, and we actually throw the metal from over here over there because everything we need is going to be in this area. All right, so now it's time to train up all of my manufacturing robots over here. So we got crude metal spade. Your job's gonna be real easy. You're gonna pick up one of those. You're gonna go right on over here. You're gonna pick up one of those. Go right on over here. And you're only going to do this if there isn't a metal spade right here. You guys have talked about this in the comment section a few times, and I don't think I ever understood until maybe now. But essentially what we're gonna try to look for is that if there is a spade here, and we don't want to do anything, right? So find this, then we stick in a loop, and it just stays there forever. Maybe we use a wait command too, right? Otherwise, we're just going to keep doing this over and over again, right? So let's see how this bot works. Sees this, oh, nope, nope, nope. But if we pick this spade up and we put it in the spade storage spot, it's now like, hey, I need to make another one. Okay, that would have been helpful. That would have saved me quite a bit of mess over many hours and hours, but whatever. Better late than never, right? All right, so rinse and repeat for the axe and all the rest of them. Okay, here we go. We have a good chisel and mallet. That's going to be a different one. Because the thing is, we do need a mallet in order to make this thing. So that means we need to store up another thing that comes from a different spot on the map. Again, this means we have an opportunity to ship something. Well, I guess that means I need to add another spot for inventory. My plan over here is just kind of starting to sprawl. But then again, I suppose you could say that about everything. Oh, you know what? I think I have a bot that's disappeared. Where'd you go, dude? I can't find him. Is this what happens when you accidentally recycle the wrong robot? Oh no. I actually have no idea where this robot is. Not a clue. Like it doesn't exist apparently. Oh wait, there he is. I found you. Why are you not being charged up? Dude, I got a whole robot whose job it is to go around and charge people up. Interesting. Okay. I had a slight issue with the charging robots. That's what. Anyhow, we should have some mallets now. Alright, so this is robot hammer toss. You are going to come on over here and you're going to pick up a mallet once we have one. And then you're going to use this catapult. Shwoom! And there it goes. Alright, Mr. Inventory Bot, do you have enough for one more thing? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's gonna be close. Wow. Alright. You're a smart robot. Gosh, look at that code. Oh, we can turn off weather. Oh. I was getting tired of the snow. Oh, the snow. Wait a minute. I mean, the snow was cool for a little while, but it's kind of like constantly having confetti in your face. Alright, so here we go. Let's find a wooden mallet. Yes, and then deliver that. Now you have a little chisel. Cool. And then you wait, then you do it. Alright, so automating all of these tools down here, unbelievably easy. Looking at the exit, brilliant idea. Man, that makes stuff so much less complicated. Alright, we need a few more bots. Here we go. Shwoom! We're gonna have to stack up 100 of those. Oh, look at that. No, it didn't land on top of everything else. Alright, so now to train up all of my inventory specialists here, you're gonna go over there, you're gonna put it into that spot. Okay. Or you're gonna find this one, and you're gonna put it into here. Or you're gonna find this one, and you're gonna put it into here. Okay, one last thing I'm going to do for these robots is we're gonna edit the area, set them to max. So pretty much if we have stuff laying around anywhere like this, like the tools, we could just kind of throw them over here, and they'll pick them up and figure it out. Okay, so this should be running pretty quick now. We have all of these different crude metal stations, and we keep picking up all the stuff and sorting it out, so that should be good. And then as it gets built, you can see that we run on over here, pick it up, and then start to store it up. Pretty cool. Oh, we even got a little thing at it. We even got an accomplishment for that. Nice. Oh my goodness, now we got a new bot drive. Oh, hey, that was the one I was looking for. The Wally looking thing. Nice. What do you think of that, mortals? Of course, about the last thing I want to do is try to build a new bot. Oh, okay. Alrighty, so hopefully that was the hard part right there. It's already taken several hours just to get this thing up and running. So now, to try to convert my robots that are doing all of the stuff that they're doing to stop looking at crude storage and start looking at the nice metal tool storage. So let's see if I can break the game horribly. Let's go ahead and line up exactly where I want all this stuff to land. You can toss right on over here. Okay, more or less. It doesn't necessarily matter where. Excuse me, I don't need a bot. No, okay. You can reach over there, good. You can still reach, that's good. And you can also reach all the way over there, perfect. So what this means is if I put down a landing pad right down here, I should be able to move all of the tools over here, and this is where my bots can come to get their stuff. Alright, so let's attempt to move the hose right down here. We'll start that in the corner. How do you select two boxes? Do I get both of them? Okay, yes, I do. Okay, it's going to be the axe. Spades, yes. Picks. All of our scythes will be right there. What am I missing? Chisels? Okay, let's see what I can do here. Seems like my bots know to come on over here and actually pick up this stuff. That's good. I'm gonna try to clear out a few of these real quick. That way I can delete the top box. Nope, can't. Okay, crude scythe, you need to stop. As these robots come on over here, I could just say, come to me. I don't need you to deliver. And maybe I can get rid of all the old bots here by just watching to see who shows up. Hey, Turner. Hey, dude, come to me. Aha, there we go. I was able to reduce those down. Okay, let me make sure that this is going to be nice and organized just to begin with here. So let's pick up a pick and all of that good stuff. And just move it on over there one at a time here. All right, let's make sure I have this nice and organized. I need one of those. Whoops. Need one of those. Need one of those. Need one of those. See, this is how we ship more things. You can actually just throw it to different units and it'll, you know, more product flies over there. Okay, so the crude metal axe. You go there. You are this one. You are here. The shovel is there. And the pick, I'm missing one. Where did that scythe go? I wonder where this thing's pointing. Dangerous metal scythe flying through the air. There we go. All right, so we can now see that we have all of these different tools placed right in front of their respective storage slots. We need a little bit of illumination over here. Let's go grab a torch real quick. This way we can see what we're doing. See? Look at how much illumination that is. Well, it's better than nothing. Okay, so I have lots of robots over here that are getting the brain upgrade. Because I've got some smart robots that I need to train up here. So inventory, metal tool is going to have the job of picking this stuff up as it flies on in here and storing it inside of these different storage units. All right, let's see if I can do this. What I want these bots to be able to do is I want to have one bot for each thing. So you are just going to worry about shovels, or you can go down here to this one, or this one. But I don't want you to take each time. I just want you to be able to use the different catapults. Okay, so here's my messy code. Oh my gosh. There you go. There you go. One more, but try to move all of this out of here. Okay, move to catapult, move to catapult, move to catapult, move to catapult. Essentially, this is going to be a command that says, until your hands are empty. You're going to try that one, you're going to try that one, or this one, or that one. And then this one is going to be until your hands are full. All right, so until hands are full, you're going to take metal spades from the storage. Then you're going to go until your hands are empty, trying to put it in one of the catapults. Your last command is to drop everything. Now, all of this is only going to be possible if we are not full over here. As you can see, we're currently not full. And if we are full, then you're going to drop everything and wait. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's some pretty interesting code there. I like that. And I can copy it and adjust it for all of these other tools quite easily. So just come to me right down here. I'm gonna copy your brain up real quick. Oh no, did I crash the game? Please don't crash, or is this saving? Just saving. Okay, so I've copied your brain. We're gonna put it on this one, and this one, and that one, and this one, and then one more. Aha! Okay, so now all I gotta do is retrain which ones they pick up from, which is pretty easy. So you just pick up this. And then I take this, I drag it right on up here like that. Easy, easy. I think I finally got good at this game. It took a little while. Okay, let me hit go on all of these robots real quick. They're all gonna pick stuff up. And then they all race to different catapults. Oh, you know what? They're all looking at the same sort of storage thing. Okay, so there's more I have to do here. Team, stop, come to me. Oh, they don't want to listen to me. That's not good. Well then. As you can see, everything is kind of ground to a halt up here because we don't have any shovels. And there's a lot of robots waiting for a shovel. So let's see what happens if I try to put a metal shovel inside of that one. Nothing. It won't let me. What if I do this number? And then put it in there. Oh, looks like they figured it out. Yes! Okay, so what happens if I... Oh, how do I clear this stuff out? Do I have to manually, like, yank all this stuff out of it? Oh, gross, I do. This is gonna take a while. Oh, there we go. Ha! Okay, now just to train up all of these robots that are going to then store that stuff down there. Alright, so there we go. I have both of these robots. They're just continuously running here looking for any of the metal tools that find their way into this area. So now I need to kind of fix these bots over here. They are not shipping things out. And why are they not shipping things out? What is your issue? Why don't they want to listen to me? Come to me. It's stuck on that catapult? Dude, you're supposed to skip past that. Let's try this again. Pick it up. Add it to there. You tell me this is wrong. Maybe I switch these to until hands are empty. Try that again. Okay. Well, that'll work. Which means I guess I don't really need this one, but I don't know if it's worth even removing it. So actually, that's the code I needed. Well, I thought it would have worked, but whatever. Now the only thing is that this one is picking up, it's looking for metal spades. So that's correct. That's actually the one I want. But I have to change what thing it's looking at here for some of these other bots. So this bot needs to be looking for scythes. So now if we follow it, it picks up a scythe. Can't go there, so it tries this one. Nice. And you know what? One thing I can do here, since I'm kind of already adjusting everybody, is I can kind of swap up the which ones these guys try to go to first. So that way they don't go over here constantly and keep getting stuck on the same catapult. Alright, we can see that these bots are really trying to throw a lot of tools all over the place, so that's good. And they try different catapults, so that's working out pretty nice. Is there anything that's not keeping up with demand here? We seem to be making a lot of tools. Although we might be able to ship them faster than we can make them. But I think I know how I could possibly correct that problem. Alright, so to speed up these bots here, I've programmed this robot that was normally looking in this spot here to come down here and throw some shoes at these guys. Who are you gonna hit up first, huh? Boom, just like that. Maybe, although you're still holding it. So this is pretty cool. We're chucking like metal over here. We're chucking coal every time. We don't really use coal at the moment, but mallets and poles. And it seems like it's keeping up for the most part. The real question is, are we keeping up down here? And it sure looks like we have a lot. So that's good, and holy moly, look at all the logs we have. Oh, just to finish things off, I've programmed these robots to just start throwing random robots that are idle all over the place. There goes one with a bunch of berries, there goes a whole stack of them. All of these bots that no longer have a job. Be careful, you might just be tossed through the air. Alright, so I've programmed a bunch of robots here to pick any idle robot around up and start chucking it back and forth. So now we just have these robots constantly flying through the air. So when you're retired, this is what happens. I guess that's a better alternative than the Mythic Stonehead. But for all of these bots up here that have nothing more to do, yeah, they could just come on down here and catch a free ride. Oh, interesting. When they use a different pick, they actually do something a little bit different to the ground. How about that? Okay, so there we have it. We've now got all of our metal tools up and running, and that production facility is doing its thing, launching all of that inventory into the main base here, and then my robots are pulling what they need out of it to go and do their job. So, I would say that that was pretty successful. As far as our research, well, I'm 328,000 into, whatever it is, a million? Gosh. Let's take a good look at this town. It has been many, many hours in the making, and we are just about through Tier 5, which is the end of the game currently as far as its content and what is available. So what are my thoughts on Autonauts thus far? Well, I have enjoyed it for the most part. I think there's a lot of fun creativity that you can have with the mechanics inside of the game. I would say that the game slowed down quite a bit once we got into the higher tiers of research. And for the most part, I feel like kind of once we got into level 3 and beyond, there were more complexity added to the game, but not a lot of things that were quality of life stuff. I mean, eventually we did get to the catapults, which was cool. And I would say that that's more of a quality of life thing, but I don't know, some of it kind of just started to get a little bit tedious here and there. I suppose one thing that I would have liked to see that I was kind of expecting but never saw was a little bit more in depth with the automation on the robots. I mean, you can record your stuff and kind of plan it out this way, but I kind of would have liked to be able to actually type in commands and write out the code as compared to actually, you know, recording it. I feel like that would have been a nice addition to the game, or just kind of copying and pasting it. I mean, I know that we do have the memory card thing, but I kind of feel like that was a little funky. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of thought that has to go into a base like this. I mean, you gotta get a lot of things right in order for things to work and not break on you. So, while it seems like a simple game, this game was far more complex than it first appeared. And I've got to admit, I've enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to the new content that they're going to be adding throughout the year here. So I'll have to check back into that once it's been released. If you have some other games that you want me to try, go ahead and leave them down there in the comment section below. And then add like a little goal or something that you think would be interesting to see in a video. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little episode here of Autonauts. Have a great day, guys. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar out.